It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next is Xavier Howard, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Dolphins and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. The man in charge for this crew, the 6'1 quarterback from the University of Houston. It's the veteran Case Keenum.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, there was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
And he'll take this up to the 30, the gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The Dolphins come in search of win number 9 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Option play, here's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Keenum now to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They do snap it to Keenum. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey...
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense
came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, Parker. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. Maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Working from the gun, Keenum. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 53 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Underneath to Spiller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Ball again on second down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Ball again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He gets this out to Spiller. Oh, good move. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. And he will be out of bounds. So no touchdown on the missed field goal return here. And on that wild note, we will come to an end here in the first half of play.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And he returns this to the 22. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
You certainly have to give them credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Austin Johnson, the one who makes the stop defensively.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, ready?
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Hall. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Hall. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, Keenum. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. They'll look to throw.
Drops it underneath to Spiller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this quarter?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Ball again on 2nd down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Keenum now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. A completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Hall again. Room here to run. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 139 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Hall want to give up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. They run it with Hall off the option. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works in part.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now. To this lead. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
So the Chargers now down on the scoreboard. 54 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll give to Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hall again on second down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Dolphins, the win is number 9 for them on the year.